Today's session is about regression analysis. Regression analysis is a technique for measuring or estimating the relationship between variables. It provides the estimation of values of the dependent variables from the values of the independent variables. The estimation of values is done using regression line. What is regression line? The regression line of y on x is expressed as follows: y is equal to a plus bx, where y is the dependent variable to be estimated and x is the independent variable. A is the intercept term. Assume mean and b is the slope of the line. It is regression coefficient byx. A is given by y bar minus b times x bar and y bar are means. Regression coefficient byx is equal to n times sum of xy minus sum of x times sum of y, whole divided by n times sum of x square minus square of sum of x. The regression equation of x on y is expressed as follows: x is equal to a plus by, where x is the dependent variable to be estimated and y is the independent variable. A is the intercept term. Assume mean and b is the slope of the line. Regression coefficient bxy. A is given by this and bxy is given by this. These are some properties of regression coefficient. The properties like the geometric mean of regression coefficients is equal to correlation coefficient, and the arithmetic mean of two regression coefficient is greater than correlation are often used in solving numericals. Regression coefficient are used in finding whether a relationship exists or not. To find the strength of relationship. Determination of mathematical equation. Prediction the values of the dependent variables. Let's understand these with an example. Example: a researcher wants to find out if there is any relationship between the ages of husbands and the ages of wives. In other words, do old husbands have old wives and young husbands have young wives? He took a random sample of 7 couples whose respective ages are given below. Compute the regression line of y on x. Predict the age of wife whose husband's age in 45 years. Find the regression line of x on y and estimate the age of husband if the age of his wife is 28 years. Compute the value of correlation coefficient with the help of regression coefficients. Solution. Construct the computation table as below. Thus are x values and this is its sum. These are y values and its sum. X square and its sum. Y square and its sum. Xy and its sum. Compute the regression line y on x, that is y the age of wife needs to be estimated given x the age of husband, 45. The best fit line of y on x is y is equal to a plus byx. X, we have to calculate y, given x, so we write byx. A is given by this formula. Byx is given by this formula. These formulas you need to remember. Substitute the values in the formula for byx. These values we have computed in the table above. Solving we get byx is equal to 1.193. Substitute the values in equation for a. Solving we get a is equal to minus 13.176. Substitute the value of a and byx in the equation for regression line this, we get this, the required equation. B. Predict the age of wife, whose husband's age is 45 years. Here, y is equal to wife's age. X is equal to husband's age, 45 years. The equation of the best-fitted regression line of y on x is y is equal to minus 13.176 plus 1.193x. Put x is equal to 45, y is equal to minus 13.176 plus 1.193 times 45. We get wife's age as y is equal to 40.51 years. C. Find the regression line of x on y and estimate the age of husband if the age of his wife is 28 years. Here wife's age y is given, husband's age x needs to estimate it. The equation of regression line of x on y is this. A is given by this. X needs to be found and y is given, hence bxy. Substitute and solving for bxy, we get 0.739. Substituting and solving for a, we get 13.525. Putting the values of a and bxy in regression line, we get this required equation. Now to estimate the age of husband, if the age of his wife is 28 years. Here, y is equal to wife's age, 28, and x is equal to husband's age. The equation of the best fitted regression line of x on y is x is equal to 13.524 plus 0.739y. X is equal to 13.524 plus 0.739 times 28. Husband's age x is equal to 34.22 years. Decomputes the value of correlation coefficient with the help of regression coefficients. We know correlation coefficient is the geometric mean of regression coefficients. That is this, regression coefficients, byx is equal to 1.193 and bxy is equal to 0.739. Substituting and solving we get, correlation coefficient rxy is equal to 0.9389.